Hello.
Hello.
Aha,
There we
there's
go.
Sam. Yeah, I'm good.
It's yeah. This thing does a really annoying thing where I have Discord set to automatically be on one audio device, but if I switch my default audio device, it inverts the two.
Yeah.
So
Discord's
it's just
weird
like
with stuff like that. It seems
yeah.
oddly invasive.
Mm.
Anyway, I finished with this village.
Hello.
Hey, Devon, how are you?
Hi hi.
Um, I'm stuck on MMO again. So, the usual.
It's nice to get everything back to usual.
Yeah, after the last couple months, Jesus.
Oh, God. Even after just yesterday for me. Yesterday was a
Fucking
chore.
all the fascism.
Oh, God. In many, many different ways. Did I tell you that I got an email from a student complaining about my teaching yesterday?
It happened right after recording, and we got to hear you reacting to it in real time.
That was...
What?
what the fuck did I pick up? I just got
You got a
handed
guild
some,
card.
which presume...
It's part of the discount mini game you have to play.
Oh boy. What fun.
Yeah, fucking Final Fantasy XIV really crashing on me now? Fuck you. Don't
God,
do
this
this to
run
me.
cycle is amazing.
Oh yeah, you need some time.
Mhm. Bye time. We'll probably never meet again, but I hope your business doesn't fail.
Jesus.
Oh god. I've forgotten the main character's actual name already.
It is
Yuri?
Yuri,
Yuri
that's right.
Hyuga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, ominous music started as he started talking again.
I hope we get some good suggestions for guests.
Mhm.
I hope anyone fucking bothers to send any in via the forum instead of just going, oh, I'll do that later and then never fucking doing it.
Oh, hey Taro. Thank you for stopping by. My phone's pinging like mad.
Is he getting all the retweets?
So I hope so. I mean, it's just a friend DMing me about some badges or something that he wants me to get. They're quite cool badges. Oh. Window capture.
Do you have notifications on for retweets?
Yes, I think so.
I'd imagine so, seeing as she just got 2 retweets from last I checked and it dinged twice.
I also randomly got an email from a colleague, which I get notifications
Nice.
about. So.
Yeah.
I had a couple moments of a retweet going too far enough that I had to turn off retweet notifications once.
Yeah. I had one earlier this month that was like 1,000 retweets. No, 1,000 likes and 700 retweets.
Do you know, Twitch does the thing now where if you mute the stream and tab out, it doesn't count as viewing it and pauses the stream.
Of course it does. Oh. There's...
That's why.
Oh, we're back on the train, I think.
Oh yeah, you are. That's why I just I mute the tab
Hmm.
because I'm in Chrome and I can do that, and that works out.
Oh shit, yeah, I can do that.
Firefox now has tab muting as well.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. I haven't used fucking Firefox in 7 years. So.
I should probably switch, but
That's about my opinion on switching to anything else now that Chrome is not great, but it's
I mean,
better than alternatives.
I swapped from Firefox to Chrome because I really got tired of Firefox.
Yeah.
I had a lot of issues with Firefox.
well, this is definitely a villain.
How did Kudalka have a comics adaptation?
Media adaptations. A manga adaptation written and illustrated by Iwahara was published during 1999. A novelization titled Kodelka the Mansion Scream was written and published in... Okay, and there's also an audio drama.
Huh. That's quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah, especially for 1999. That media franchising started early, I guess.
I think I've actually, well, now I can actually say I've actually been where Kudalka's set.
Which part of Wales is it again?
It's in Aberystwyth.
Oh yeah.
It's a really nice town.
Not if you live there, I gather. I have a friend who's from there and said it's pretty grim. But yeah, a lot of that kind of Liverpool is the same in a lot of ways. A lot of these kind of post-industrial northwest towns are pretty bleak.
My brother lives there, and it's mostly well, he lives there until like 3 days from now.
Fair enough.
He kind of likes it. It's just quiet. And
This is a friend who
some
grew up
nice
there.
things.
It might well be a
oh yeah, it's very different. But I think my brother said it's mostly students and old people.
yes, the university there is quite big. Roger Bacon. I forgot to look him up because I forgot his name.
Yeah, no. He's a real person.
Related, apparently Kodelka is the last name of a fucking photographer from 1938, born 1938, who was born in Czechoslovakia. Probably not related to this video game set about fucking 40 years earlier.
Probably not.
That'd be a fucking twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger Bacon was an English philosopher and Franciscan friar who placed considerable emphasis on the study of nature through empiricism. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Well, English empiricist philosophers are trouble. Speaking as an English empiricist philosopher.
Oh my god. This is a really good paragraph opening.
Go on.
So like Bacon, it's just like the first paragraph is like Bacon was largely ignored by his contemporaries. The second paragraph, The second paragraph starts thusly. By the early modern period, the English considered him the epitome of a wise and subtle possessor of forbidden knowledge, a Faust-like magician who had tricked the devil and so was able to go to heaven.
What?
That's from Wikipedia? That's amazing.
That's from Wikipedia. His legacy, the legacy section on Roger Bacon's page. The second paragraph starts like that.
I love how, like, this game, we're having a super serious confrontation between two characters who are clearly both villains, but also it's got the little pop-up anime effects, like in speech bubbles.
Yeah.
Nice clash of tones.
You don't really see them as much now.
Well, I mean, you see the anime devices, I think, but you don't see the kind of they're just put on the character models.
Yeah, like because are able to be a bit more expressive with character model. You can't even see these guys' faces.
Pretty much.
This is one of
So Dehwai here is the guy who fucked things up for that village that we were just in.
Ah. Ugh, I get paid tomorrow, and then all of it's gonna vanish.
That's often how it goes.
Yes. Well, I got paid today.
I got paid. Actually, I got paid on Friday because I would have been paid at the weekend. But
At least I don't have to worry about picking up the one video game that we're gonna need to play on PS4 in the next fucking 6 months.
True. Yeah.
And by that I mean Exist Archive, because we're doing that instead of Thousand Arms, and I feel bad about the JRPG.moe guy who was just like, well, I want to be on Thousand Arms.
Yeah, but also his ID is JRPG.moe, which we should approach with a certain degree of caution.
Oh.
A lot of my pay has to be managed very carefully this month because I've got 600 quid's worth of striking to do in the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Of what?
Striking.
Striking.
The union's going on strike because Universities UK
He's
has
gonna
decided
beat
to...
up a university.
Oh, good luck.
Thank you. That's a good detail. He didn't get quite... He apparently had a mechanical head that spoke to him, according to the myth.
Yeah. Yep, that is, it could answer any question. Supposedly.
Oh, puppy! Game 10% better already, there's a puppy.
Yeah, but it's this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if the dog dies.
Well, it caused the voice to speak to me. And it's apparently not a puppy, it's a deception.
It also could be, like, just turn into a giant crazy boss monster.
And then you would be the one responsible for hurting the dog.
That's not okay. Game cancelled. No hurting dog.
I legit don't remember what happens to the puppy.
Sam, I can tell you're a cat person. Oh, I can move.
I couldn't remember the village, and that's full of cat people.
True. But, like, they were evil, so you got every reason to want to forget them.
Yeah, but that dog could be evil.
Oh my god. I am the silent peddler, perhaps because I seldom speak. That... Yes?
Good job. Do you sell dictionaries? Because you seem to be using one. Ugh.
Also, he sold me a pedometer.
Oh boy! My favorite fucking meter in all RPGs. How far I've walked.
Does it have a readout?
Fucking Final Fantasy VI has one of those, and it's jumped to like several thousand more than it needed to be because I keep, on my file, I keep running around to do the stupid Velt grinding so I can get all the magic because that game's magic system is silly. Ah.
Oh, valuables. No, it's not in the valuables. That's weird. Something feels really off about the stick calibration.
Have you got it set? Have you adjusted the settings at all?
No.
Because when I first used like BCXX2, the sticks were kind of set in a weird way to basically be like the dead zone was larger, but also the edge was pushed out. So I was using it to play Katamari and basically playing Katamari at half speed.
Oof.
Yeet.
Rough.
Yeah, and then I figured that out and had a lot of fun. Katamari is brilliant.
Yes, this is true. This is an extremely long exposition about this weird side quest. The lottery.
Oh god, the lottery. There's literally a special fucking piece of, like, there's an item you get for doing all the lotteries.
Wow.
And I was just like, why?
I like how there's no way to tell what any of this is worth.
Go for the tissues.
I almost got the Jade Lariat. Goddamn. I got the tissues.
Yay!
It's... God, of course it's on the Judgment Ring! I didn't even process that was gonna happen! Son of a bitch!
Tissues for blowing noses and other wiping. That's an unsettling phrase. A Shaggy Shoggoth story.
That's a hell of a turn of phrase.
I love it, I love it. I'm going to start telling my friends Shaggy Shoggoth stories.
I think I've watched like I've not really seen much of Kadelka except like watched like one video review where the person didn't really like it. So it was apparently boring.
Right, I have talked to everyone. Where can I go?
one of the new mounts in the Final Fantasy XIV patch is just a giant Magitech hand that holds you and flies you where you need to go.
Nice.
It does so regardless of player size, because all the Fells and Roganins are all the same in the face of this stupid hand. Whoop. That way. Also, fighting the Phantom Train was more fun than I expected.
That
There's
does
a
sound
bit
like it'd
where
be
you-
fun.
There's a bit where you punch the chimney off, and it floods the entire arena with smoke, and you have to get captured by a ghost, which teleports you into one of the cabins and happens throughout the fight. But you jump into the cabin or you suffocate and
Wow.
instantly die.
Sounds wild.
And I haven't even gotten to the bit where you fight a fucking painting. That's the second fight. Which is... I don't know anything about Final Fantasy VI bosses, but if they were all pitched to me like the raids are, I would probably care a bit more. Because it's just like, you fight a train, you fight a painting, you fight a clown. Okay, what the fuck context does this have? No one knows.
Oh, that's right. Talisman of Luck are the resurrection item for some reason.
Maybe I should load up Shadow Hearts myself.
I immediately went the wrong way and back into the load zone because I'm good at navigating video game
Good
environments.
job, Becky.
I'm trying. There we go. Aha! The Japanese investigator is on top of the building, spying on us. What have you got in your suitcase? Oh no, this is someone else. The alluring spy.
Also, it's weird after the last, like, fucking few, streams that you've done have been on Smashcast, actually, like, having so little lag that I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Are you a fan by any chance, Tara?
It's fun to say Malkovich.
Okay, sure.
I believe that is the literal entire reason Being John Malkovich got made.
It still need to fucking... need to find out when fucking Ni no Kuni 2 is coming out and then bug and Bamco for fucking codes for Leroy. Just so he doesn't have to fucking spend money on that shit. March, is it? Because
Yeah.
they postponed it. I don't know if I want
March
to fucking
23rd.
throw that at him.
I'm sorry, I'm not cool enough to get Being John Malkovich references.
Yeah, no, Ni no Kuni 2's out the same day as Yakuza 6, so I'm busy. But like, I don't know. I see footage of it and I don't hate it.
I mean, Leroy is genuinely looking forward to it, I think. But also, he's Leroy, so
Yeah, he likes to
take
suffer.
that with a grain of he take that with like a salt shaker. I'm sorry, Leroy.
Hi, Leroy.
I just got blown the fuck up.
This is what you get for lurking.
And then failing to lurk immediately.
Yay, I got 10% off a skirt. Life is good.
I think I
Hello,
like.
Leroy.
I think I like Superstar Saga has a stat called stash, and it's how good the brothers' stash is. And it gauges it has two purposes. Getting more of it increases your chance for criticals, or lucky hits, which are the critical equivalent, and getting higher stash impresses shopkeepers so much that they give you better prices.
Nice. Anyway, like, I just replaced Alice's blouse with a skirt. Apparently she can't wear both at once. Video games.
JRPG fashion.
Nah, yeah, pretty much.
And I should really play that 3DS version of Mario and Luigi I've bought.
Well, we're doing it for the cast in like a couple of months.
Yeah. That's a short game.
Good. I'm going to be busy.
It's what, like 15 hours, I think?
I took it kind of slow. Are we talking about Superstar Saga? I zoned out for a
Yes.
second because I was reading a quest text. Yeah, I just beat it and I spent like 2 hours on the final boss because I was 4 levels under level and I refused to go back and grind. So my 22-hour playtime was a bit slow, and even then I was heading back to places to look for beans that I didn't need.
Yeah, I think I've like finished that game like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it's a fun short romp, and the remake is good.
They get rid of the Cooper brothers, don't they? Though. Like, don't they get replaced by like minions or something? Not
No.
minions, but
Only if you go through the minion quest up to that point in the minion
Oh.
quest. Yeah, like I fought I fought all the brothers. One fucking Ludwig is really good because he's just like, no, I'm going full power from the start. He goes fucking sands on you, except he does it with a move that you can counterattack and instantly kill him with. It's really fucking hard though, and if you fail, you need to keep. It randomly picks one of the brothers.
Hey,
to
Sanai.
Target. Hi, Sarnai.
Hello,
It
Sanai.
randomly picks one of the two brothers to target with the super attack that does 999 damage. And if that one isn't standing at the end of the chain of attacks, you lose. So it's tough, but also it's fucking good. Is 4.2 is good. I keep. I need to go through Sigmascape. God damn it.
also the Radiant Historia remake is in 2 weeks.
Yep.
But I tried to look into what was different. Apparently, not much.
Yeah, they were going to redesign it entirely, but he was just like, well, no. The original was pretty much. I'm fine with what the original did.
Yeah, they just made the art worse. I don't like the new art.
That's fine.
It's more generic.
Sorry, Tara.
It's us, the reminders of how close games are that we are gonna play. Lordy.
Sewer level. Oh.
I'm helping out
Is it
a
a
tribe
hole
of
in the wall?
fish people called the Namazu in 14 right now. I'm doing a bunch of little quests for them. And a detail about these little fish guys is that they get drunk off tea.
Fair
And
enough.
I just had to go I just had to go find like and douse 3 of them in fucking muddy water so they'd get woken up and be like, "Oh shit, I'm hungover. I'll get back to the house eventually." And now I'm gonna do a quest called Courage the Cowardly Lupin.
Nice.
Damn it, the puppy's come back. It's definitely going to be evil. Although Alice is using the puppy to own Yuri, so that's good. That was gunfire. Okay, that was not a gunfire sound. Oh my god, this character is insufferable. I like this character. Right, what shall we name Malkovich?
I have no idea. I only had the one good joke name.
Margaret. Gonna go with some deep lore nerd pulls. No, god damn it. Wrong button. Oh.
What?
What?
I don't get it.
Then you clearly don't know the deep nerd lore. Those are some frogs.
Fucking, did you just make a fucking Vampire the Masquerade reference?
I did.
Jesus.
I'm glad somebody got it.
I only fucking recognize that because I fucking watched a bunch of stories about shit from the Spoonie one like 4 years ago before he got really shitty. God. I can't believe I'm the fucking one that got that out of everyone around. Ugh.
That's the most pointless attack animation.
Page because now it's getting a little laggy, a little bit of laggy.
Ah, shit, I can't cross there. Something is clearly going to happen here because there's a special layout for it. But... Gold hourglass? What does that do? Ah. So it makes your party attacks more accurate. Is there not a bridge there? I guess not. I just went purely off what the name sounded a bit like, to be honest. My jokes aren't ever actually funny. If you have an explanation for something I say that is funny, don't give me the credit for it.
Alright.
I like how the fireball animation looks more like the enemy is on fire.
I know, there's like a real kind of like low budget quality to this game that I kind of like.
Particularly for it being a PS2 game. Like,
Wow, she fucking... Malkovich, what's your deal with all these fucking animations?
yeah, it's not actually that egregious because that is her character. Like, she's really, really kind of flamboyant and forward.
But it's super unnecessary. Just
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it fits her, but that means that she is being extra. She doesn't need to be so fucking.
She is extremely extra. It's true. What the heck was that? That's a little bit unsettling.
What?
It came out of combat and like there was a ghost or something that shot towards the
It was your Magatama. It was updating you on how much malice you have.
Ah, right. Yes, because my malice has
Don't
gone
let it get
yellow.
red.
Yeah, don't let it get red, or if it does, fucking open your graveyard of a soul and beat the shit out of your demons, so you don't have to fight your dad, who's definitely dead. And but this game is silly.
Yeah, you might
I
want
just-
to clear the malice out a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Since there's a save point right here. least the it's graveyard, isn't it?
Yeah. It's weird that there's just a menu option labeled graveyard.
Yep.
Leroy didn't get to the malice thing, right?
I mean, I genuinely don't
core
understand
mechanic.
it either. I just know that you have to do graveyard when the light turns yellow.
Basically,
Yeah.
you visit the graveyard because malice builds up in the form of spirits of enemies you've killed, and if you wait too long, you get too full of malice, and all of that malice births Foxface, who will kick the shit out of you, and you don't get any recourse. Especially not this early in the game. But also you come here to your soul graveyard because when you save up, when you earn enough like elemental energy, you can unlock new forms. Because you also didn't get to get the whole explanation of fucking harmonics or shit. This game is silly.
It's very, very silly. Don't crit me, you bastard.
I need to do like a bunch of fights in this video game before I have to go to work tomorrow, so that I can feel okay about not missing out on anything. Because there's like 4 fights I need to get to, which is cool, but oof.
In 14.
Yeah, there's Byakko, and then there's the last 3 Sigma Escape fights, which is, I don't know the names of the bosses because I don't care about Final Fantasy VI and their whole Final Fantasy VI stuff.
Fair enough.
I know Kefka's one of them, but
Yay! Healing item action commands.
Leroy yelling about that in the mod chat was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Leroy yelling
Like,
about things is usually amazing.
Yeah, gotta correctly throw this potion at my mouth. I hope I don't miss.
Ah, I almost had the perfect combo. God dang. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because that was the last attack. But...
There's a bit in the game where you can't use items or magic, I think.
Thank you, video game.
I think that's where I got to before. I didn't give up because I didn't try it. It's just me and video games again.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, Malice quieted. Oh, it goes all the way down to blue, I see. At least the activation for the ladders doesn't seem to be too bad. Somebody set an evil seal on the manhole cover for the sewer. An evil Taoist seal.
Yep.
Don't think that's a thing. My knowledge of Taoism is pretty rusty, but what? This kind of occult feng shui magic before. Hardly Rain. Dark Buddhism. The dog is definitely going to be the guardian. You know, Yuri giving Marguerite shit for being extra is a bit much, given how extra Yuri is.
Yeah.
A fair few characters are a bit extra, to be fair.
I mean, like, I keep thinking of Yuri from Tales of Vesperia, and he's pretty fucking extra. But less of an asshole. Oh, there's a blue frog. Why do they have tongues with hands on that they deliver a slap with?
Because video games.
No kidding. I think my favourite thing about Marguerite's attack animation is that her last 3 shots clearly bear no relation, like the sound effect bears no relation whatsoever to like any physical animation of the gun.
Yeah. Jeez.
I wonder if the shouts are dubbed in this.
Having one character with double speed indicators really irritating.
Oh man. Wow. That's awful.
Yep. This frog is mean. But it's dead now.
That's the thing, that's my big general problem with the Judgment Ring, is it's never, like, you can't get into a rhythm with it
Yeah.
for very long, because it's different per weapon, per character. I mean, you can make it friendlier, but...
Well, that's the problem I had with Legend of Dragoon as well. It's just like there was no kind of building of one thing or another. Oh, I see. That's cute. The bomb knocked the wall in, so there's you can cross. But also now we're in an FF10 temple.
Yeah.
It did kind of surprise me that Fugate, like, I don't know if this came out before FF10 or something, but
Might have been around the same time.
I would guess so. It feels quite similar technologically.
I wouldn't... I mean, FF10 has a lot more full 3D environments.
Yeah, but like, it always surprised me that we didn't see a rash of FF10 temple style dungeons in JRPGs.
I guess because it's like... I know some people really don't like those dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because because they kind of do. I don't mind. I quite like them.
Yeah.
But they do kind of halt the forward momentum of the game about a pilgrimage, but I think they work. And I mean, they're mostly just like puzzle dungeons, really. I feel like some of the Tales games have those.
And I mean, the Tales games have puzzle dungeons, but it's basically just like hit switch 1, hit switch 2, hit switch 3 type stuff. There's no actual thinking involved.
So yeah, it's the carrying of balls.
Well, no, in Tales games, it's always you use the ring to zap things.
I was talking about Final Fantasy X.
Oh, right, yeah.
You can carry balls or spheres. Everything's spheres.
The power of the orb.
I make fun, but Final Fantasy X is just like my favorite video game.
It's real good. I actually saw, like, some moons ago now, a copy, like PS2 copies of 10 and 10.2 in CX. Just grabbed them.
At this point, I kind of prefer to play the HD versions at this point, just mostly out of the fact that like PAL versions being slower.
I don't know, I think I want to play it on the original hardware, because then I can play it on CRT.
It's true. Because that's kind of how I did play it. That was really cool. But my CRT's broken now.
Aw. Man, these guys are tough.
But
Yeah,
no, and I think with like 10.2, like that's the one they make no changes to the HD versions. Because for the 10 HD they redo all the faces, and some of them don't quite work as well. But and it also just highlights like even more like between like the ones that are obviously like textures on a flat surface.
Yeah.
Kind of the Kingdom Hearts 1 remake problem.
Yeah. Well, Kingdom Hearts 1, like even Kingdom Hearts 1, like that's like apparent from the original version.
Yeah, but like it's a lot more stark in HD. This is like, oh, this is Sora's mouth moving as a GIF, and this is Sora having a mouth, like a real boy.
Yeah, like it's kind of like cool, like the level of like game animation they've kind of got going that early on. Like,
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Kingdom
So,
Hearts is very good for animation.
Marguerite's special attack is she phones someone asking for help, and then a grenade falls out of the air into her hand, even though we're in the sewer.
Fucking
Video games.
yeah.
It is a bit like Digital Devil Saga Leroy.
could use some help here.
I don't know why you'd ever need to get like the nice on the healing spell, given how much more it's healing for than I need.
Probably an eventuality.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Fucking fantasy merchants who are terrible merchants are my favorite kind. I risked my life for these weapons. You need to give me enough gil to live comfortably for 10 years if I want to trade for these.
Do you probably want to sort Alice out?
Sanity wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking this dumb little fish idiot just traded these weapons instead of 10 years of gil. It's 100 persimmons, so that he could get some orange dye and make an orange apron for himself. Goodness.
Do I actually have any sanity restorations? Oh yeah, there we go.
It's cool that you're confused because all the items are arbitrary nonsense words.
Yep.
Also, it's funny that the most likely character to go berserk is the one who can do the least damage to anyone and anything while berserked.
Oh good, I got tents. Much needed after that.
I got tense watching that battle.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Sam. Up ahead's a landing strip. We're gonna go get us an airplane. Come on. Margarita's very good. So the dog wasn't the first boss, which means it's going to be like the last boss of this segment instead. I'm not happy about having to fight the dog.
Yet.
This is a fucking FF7 location.
Oh dear.
Now, are Japanese soldiers portrayed in this game as tougher than sewer monsters? Early indications point to no. It is interesting to have a Japanese game that is dealing with the Japanese occupation of China, though. Keen to see how that works out.
You're going to Europe, so
Yeah.
doesn't.
I mean, just the fact that it's set, like this opening section is set there, though.
Just so they can not say anything about it.
I don't think they're not saying anything about it. They're not clearly making a massive thematic statement about it. But a character in my party right now is being portrayed as pretty heroic for acts of terrorism committed against the Japanese army. Japanese soldiers in this game would definitely lose to sewer monsters. It might do better if they all came at us at once.
This is the shittiest episode of Deadliest Warrior.
Alice definitely just beats up the guy's gun. Not, like, she doesn't get near his body at all.
Oh.
It's just how they
Everyone is
decide.
punching the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally like Yuri is punching and kicking the gun.
Well, his kicks definitely go past the gun. But, like,
No,
They
they are hitting
super
the gun.
don't. Because they're just moving to the front of their, like, box of base. And then punching that, because for most of the things, it works.
so much for that aeroplane plan.
I'm going to say that the combat is representative.
Yeah, I mean, of course
Yeah.
it is. I'm not making a deep comment. I'm just snipping.
Yeah, like, the furthest back his kicks get is, like, 3 inches in front of the dude's hand. He's definitely all gun kicking.
Firing
Oh, we've lost the character models again.
Oh, good.
Oh
wait for that to
no. At least you've got icons for the characters.
Yeah.
Jesus, cutting back to this scene without the character models is just like, wow, that plane really
Yeah,
took them all
I
out.
assumed it was gonna like pan down and they'd be there, or they'd walk back into shot or something.
fucking god. Nope, there's a lot of bodies over there. You're probably one of them. Wow. Also, is the dog talking now?
Yep.
What?
The dog is Dehwai in disguise, or maybe a minion of Dehwai. Oh wow, that's a model. Fucking hell.
Is the dog fighting you?
Yep.
Can't wait for the stream to catch up so I can marvel at this model.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
I think if the dog wasn't going to be evil, we'd have been asked to name it.
That certainly is a dog monster.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, it cast Breath of Fire on me.
Apparently, a way to fix the invisible character models is in PCSX2 is to set the emotion engine clamping mode to full.
Okay. I'll try to remember to do that.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
I think what's weird about this game, actually, the character models do have pretty detailed faces, but like the camera positionings aren't ever close enough to show them off, except in battle.
Yeah.
Don't heal the enemy. Wait, the dog is doing a lot of fire type moves. Shall I try the water attack on it?
Sure.
Water attack is a lot cheaper than the grenade.
Yeah. Also, I don't know why calling in someone to give you a grenade costs you MP, but we'll just ignore that.
the fucking water buff attack animation is incredible.
Oh no.
That's unbelievable. Marguerite definitely has a magic phone. Problem is I've got no more sanity restoring items, so I'm going to be in trouble soon.
Yep.
Well, her first berserk action was to, like, heal one of my parties, so that's alright. That's bad, though.
At some point, I'm gonna need to actually fucking start back in on Xenoblade 2, because I fucking bought it, and I'm not gonna not finish it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
At some point, I'm actually going to make some use of that file of Xenoblade 1 where I did the fucking skip. But that day is not this day.
Yeah, I have like 5 to 6 hours 2 days a week where I'm fucking not doing enough to like skip out and waste free time. So I'm gonna play Dark Dawn and Xenoblade 2.
I think I'm gonna try and finish Dragon Quest 7 before I get back to Xenoblade 2.
Please try and beat Dragon Quest 7 before I do.
I've literally just got the final dungeon.
I know, but you know me. I don't think it's physically possible for me to beat it in a day and a half, but I
Oh, that's
do...
not possible. That's not possible.
I know. God, now I want to look at the Dragon Quest 7 speedrun time.
Still no
If you
character models.
If you marathoned it, you'd be taking like 3 days.
Dragon Quest 7 3DS speedrun world record in 23 hours, 29 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Wow.
You're not gonna speedrun it.
Any percent on the original is 15 hours.
How are they getting through it so fast?
I don't know, but there's only fucking 3 runs. There, well, like, any percent there's 2 runs. Any percent JP there's 1. Or, yeah, like, there's like 4 runs total across all categories, and 3DS is the slowest of them.
The camera is doing something and there's still no character models. This takeoff sequence is going to be entertaining.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna speedrun it, especially not in Japanese. But I'm giving you shit because you have a habit of, for instance, leaving a Dragon Quest game to be unfinished for several months.
Hey, the plane.
It's not that I left it to be unfinished, it's that it's just a fucking long game.
I put 80 hours into Xenoblade 1, which was a mistake. I put 80 into Xenoblade X in a week, which was on some levels a mistake. But like that game is actually worth some time and attention. And Xenoblade 2, character designs or whatever, like that's not gonna make or break anything for me. I want to see what the big fucking twist is, because that's what makes or breaks a Xeno game.
There's always one.
Yeah, and there's like 3 in Xenoblade X.
So, this Japanese colonel villain has just gone, you know what, don't shoot them down, they'll crash. Which seems to be like slack discipline, given that they were all the pursuit planes were doing was waiting for the order to fire.
Don't tell me what 2's twist is at all, because I want to enjoy getting to it and hating it myself organically. I'm also not gonna like just blab about X's twists, because like Twitch release.
You are breaking up quite badly.
So are you.
Ah. Discord.
Oh.
This is just being that today.
Yeah, there were some problems earlier, but this is definitely worse.
But yeah, I'm going to not say anything twist, and I want people to play it. The twist and satisfying ending is the best.
It would be nice if people actually play.
Yeah, instead of on Wii U game, play it.
What's...
So it's to like Xenoblade Chronicles
It's part of the course with like making sure because like plenty of people, it's just nobody gets any fun.
Yeah.
To play everything.
Yep.
It's their job.
Yeah. First impression. I said on Twitter, like, and like, first impressions, fucking, the you don't need to finish to critique train of thought that was going around for a while, because like, sure you can have
I'm just gonna see if reconnecting to the voice channel makes the connection a little better.
Huh.
No, that's not an improvement.
oh
right.
that chunky.
Yeah, it's kind of unintelligible.
I didn't catch a single word.
It's kind of unintelligible.
You don't say.
What? Oh.
Kind of unintelligible. They got that because it was. Becky, it's just Becky's internet.
Yeah, because the stream's hacking up as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll get to the next save and then I think I'll call it for the night.
Young, you're a jerk. What a good name.
Some of these noises are actually part of the game.
Hey, an intelligible sentence from Becky.
My controller.
And there's no sign on like my dashboard or OBS that there's a connection problem. But,
Well, you don't have one anymore, it seems like.
that's good.
To tell you how long it's been since I've actually just used my PS2, the game I took out was Rogue Galaxy.
Oh.
Well, that's a sound call.
Fuck! Now I'm thinking about Rogue Galaxy and what a chore that game is.
It's alright, it's in the past.
Seeing you people sort of like, I thought, I'm gonna play this,
Well done.
and seeing you people play it just sort of put me off it.
It's bad.
Yeah, I feel like our motto of like, we invite you to play along with the video games we play has a giant asterisk next to it. It's just like, give us a couple weeks to figure out if that's actually true. But
I think Rogue Galaxy is hilarious in hindsight. It wasn't very funny at the time.
fuck no, it wasn't. God, that was fucking like nearly a full year ago now.
God.
How the time flies.
I mean, like, honestly, Rogue Galaxy feels less long ago than New Year's to me. January's been weird.
Time is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man with turtle. Gosh darn it, my turtle's run away somewhere in this bush. There's literally no bush on screen.
Giant sword monoliths you can use in battle? What? Are you thinking the last remnant? I'm talking to Tara in the chat.
That's Last Remnant, I think.
Yeah. Rogue Galaxy is a level 5 game that is... Ugh. That is nothing. It's like Star Wars, except even less identifiable. Fuck, remember when we played The Last Remnant? Holy shit!
I remember when we played The Last Remnant, alright. And Resonance of Fate, for that matter.
Why are the last 2.5 years of my life so squished? Yeah, that is true. Its gimmick is being generic, and it's by level 5 are synonyms.
Level 5 made alright games.
Well, they made alright contributions to the Dragon Quest canon, maybe.
They also made Professor Layton.
Oh, that's true.
I liked what I played of Dark Cloud.
But you didn't finish it, which is kind of a point against it, so...
Anyway,
I think I had other things to do.
that was good fun. Sorry about the tech difficulties. And hopefully I'll solve the missing models problem. But I'm going to call it there so that I've got time to go to sleep because I've got to teach logic in the morning.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Go and open up the options, emulation options, and change the emotion engine clamping to 4.
Okay, thank you very much, and good night.